Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon. Sorry, it's 12:30. It feels like it's so much later. Hey, Kat. Hi, Kim. Hey, everybody. Wanted to jump on before I actually have to go to work shortly. So I wanted to hop on for a few things. But number one is to say thank you so much for celebrating our birthday with us. The donations are coming in swiftly, and I really, really appreciate it. We had actually a great end to 2021, despite again not being able to have events, but so many people showed up for Giving Tuesday and some end of the year things that we did. So it is so comforting to be in the middle of February and on our sixth birthday and still have funds coming in. And I want you guys to know how much I appreciate it. I really, really do. So I wanted to jump on quickly today. I wanted to first kind of go over how this all came about, because I think sometimes, especially me, we kind of lose focus on what this is because we're just cranking every day. I'm so thankful to the staff and the board, and I love things like that. Amy, that makes me so happy. And I'm not going to cry today. I'm going to try not to cry today because I have to go to work soon. So, but it all started in 2015. It was actually Easter Sunday, and I had stopped volunteering in Chicago Animal Care and Control, but was still going back to try to find a foster for myself, or just to help rescues out if they needed it, if they needed transport help. So that day I was actually not intending on getting a foster, but we saw Rue, which I have his actual cage shot here in his cage, and I simply fell in love with him. All of the other dogs were jumping around in their cage and they were excited and they really wanted to get out, and rightfully so. But Rue was kind of just quiet. And at one point when we went back, he was actually laying down in his cage. So just remarkable, in a loud, noisy shelter, that a dog would be so calm. So needless to say, I fell in love with him. I ended up fostering him with a girl named Kelly. So we kind of co-fostered. This was the same day we had to wait to secure rescue for him. I was allowed to go in and evaluate, but I was not a 501c3 Department of Ag rescue that was allowed to pull. I was under a few rescues where I was allowed to evaluate dogs. But this is when this picture has become quite iconic of Rue. You can see like me grasping him, but I had to put him back in his cage, and that was seriously like one of the hardest things ever. So anyway, we did secure rescue through One Tail at a Time. I'm still so thankful to Heather, and I think it was Anna at that time who said, yes, pull him. If you guys can help take care of him, we're all for it. So he ended up having the flu at that point in 2015. Chicago Animal Care and Control was riddled with really bad flu, to the point where most dogs had to be hospitalized for weeks. And that's what happened with Rue. So I had to find him an isolation foster, because you can't expose other dogs to it. So he ended up actually at a vet's office in isolation. We had a woman actually helping us and going in and seeing him when I was at work. But he was really, really sick. So once he got healthy, we had to remove all of his teeth, because his teeth were so ground down that they were almost to the nerve, to the skin there. So when they were doing the dental, these are some of the pictures of him when he was so sick. Even this one here, he was really sick, and you could tell by his expression, that he was not feeling well. So, so when they did the dental, that's when they found the cancer. He had bone cancer. So I was actually driving to work that day. I had to pull over to gain my composure and kind of figure out, next steps. It's a lot of it's really hard to get that diagnosis and then figure out what do we do. So it was really aggressive. We opted not to do chemo, and especially in the area it was close to a lot of organs. So we decided basically to just do a bucket list, give him the best life we could for however long it was. it ended up going a little bit viral, and I think part of it was his breed, which I love. um, and when I was posting on Instagram, I was posting on my personal Instagram, and somebody, a friend, she's become a friend, and I send her all of our swag. She hashtags Live Like Rue, and I was like, wow, that is perfect. So, we kind of everything that Rue did, bucket list wise, we hashtagged Live Like Rue, and people sent us gifts. Somebody sent us that treat. He stayed at the Waldorf Astoria. He had the best night there. Somebody sponsored that stay for us, and Rue was very spoiled. The first thing he did when he went in there was to pee on their couch. So it was kind of like, I'm here. He went to an LFL game. We got to flip the coin there, which he loved. We had a party for him at Chicago Party Animals with Josie. And he loved the water. I never thought that he would love the water as much as he did, but we went to a park in the suburbs in Chicago, and he loved to swim so much. So anyway, it was an amazing 6 months that we had with him. So he passed away in September. We had gotten him in April. And this is actually the last picture I took of him, which I love so much because it's just so Rue. Again, really hard. I'm not going to tear up. Really hard to make that decision. It took a lot to make that decision. Anyway, all right, I'm getting through this. I didn't think, this story now is 7 years old, just about. So it's it still is weird how it affects you, obviously. Anyway, sorry. But as a lot of you know, it's really hard to make that decision to let go of a dog, especially when they're sick. But he was in bad shape. He was at my house, and you could tell he wasn't himself. He would go and sit in the corner. He was a very social dog. So, knowing that he was in pain and, not himself, it made it a little bit easier. Still really, really difficult. And then having to announce, since so many people were following his story, he was, in the Chicago Tribune. I think the Dodo did a little piece on him. And so trying to figure out how to break that news to people too is really hard. It's one thing for you to mourn, but then to have to tell other people is really, really hard. Anyway, fast forward to like November, I think it was, I started to research, 501c3s and what it took. And it was a lot of money to get it started. Looking back, I paid a lot of money to start this foundation. And, obviously that doesn't matter now, but I remember at the time being like, I hope this works. I can't believe I'm spending all this money to do this, and the amount of paperwork that went into it, the amount of not only the state paperwork, but the federal to become a 501c3. And a lot of people ask me about that, and I'm very honest with them. It is not easy. I almost wish, looking back, I would have had somebody to kind of help with that, because that part of it is a lot. And now we have an amazing accountant in Tiffany. We have a great accountant that does our taxes and our audit. I've told you guys before, we get audited every year because of the amount of money that comes in. So we can look at our audit and see where every penny goes, every penny coming in and every penny going out. So really important to me for people that donate to be able to see where everything goes. So that's where we are. And that was basically 6 years ago today that I got that letter in the mail that said, you're an official 501c3. Obviously, it took us a little while to figure out what we were going to do. For those of you that have followed us from the beginning, I think you can see how much we've grown. I was, taking money out of my own pocket to do the care packages initially. I was buying everything, and now, almost everything in our care packages, minus the shipping, is donated. Minus the shipping and the McDonald's gift cards. It's all donated. So pretty remarkable how far we've come. And again, I always say, like, those are one of the most important things we do is those care packages. So anyway, I kind of wanted to just tell the story again. Here's one of my favorite pictures of Rue. I think that was actually the last night. I would sleep in the basement with him, just to kind of, near the end, isolate him from our dogs a bit. So he was the best. He was such a cuddle bug. Yeah, Gigi, me too. So anyway, I wanted to thank everybody. For this year, I'm not sure about how many care packages we've done. It's a lot, but we're close to giving out $50,000 in February, because of the success that we've had, at the end of 2021. So when you think about how many animals that helps, just, in the beginning of this year, it's pretty amazing. And I should note that we are still granting people from the summer. So we don't just, get an application and pay money, because we make sure that we look at every application and every estimate and every bill that comes in, and we don't skip ahead. So if that makes sense to you guys. So, it's pretty difficult for the medical team, Deborah and Laura, to look back at apps, from August and September. And unfortunately, the dog has passed away, but we know that financial burden is there forever. So it's really important for people to know not to give up hope. We can't always fulfill these grants, at the time that you need them. And that really does hurt me, because I know sometimes the choices that you make depend on the financial aid that you have. So please know, if you have applied, it's just that we're trying to help everybody that we can. Again, I hate to say no to people, but we only have so many funds to go around, and obviously, there's millions of dollars of applications sitting in our queue right now. So please know, we're trying, and I hate that we can't get an application and help that person right away. It's really, really difficult. Thank you, Laura. I appreciate that so much. Anyway, I want to liven it up because it's our birthday. So I'm going to give some things away. Thank you, Gigi. That's so sweet. And I'm going to start with this item that is actually a very, very hot item. If you have not purchased one of these yet, you should. But this is Blooming Culture, who partners with us. If you need CBD oil or turkey treats or this amazing candle, you want to go to bloomingculture.com and put in LLR20. I'm going to post it here so you guys can see it. But she gives back 20% to Live Like Ruth. So I'm going to give away this candle, but you're going to have to earn it, number one. Here is just so you have it. So if you go to bloomingculture.com and use code Live Like Ruth, again, she gives 20% back to us. She donates every few months to us, every quarter, I think, and it's a big chunk of money. So if you have not tried these for your dogs, I highly, highly, highly recommend them. If you've not checked out this candle, I highly, highly recommend it. But right now, I'm going to give one away. But this is what we're going to do. Oh, thank you, Jamie. I appreciate it. Thanks, Cheryl. Cheryl has been with us since the very beginning. I know we talk about this all the time, but there's names and faces and email addresses and donations and donors that I know have been here since 2015, and it's pretty remarkable. And Cheryl's definitely one of those people. Kim, you almost burned your whole candle. All right. So yes, thank you, Lydia. Thank you, Lydia. Anita, I have to go to work, and I have to actually hop off here soon to get there in time. But good to see you too, Anita. Anita also has been, there since the beginning. She always volunteers for events. I'm so thankful to all of our volunteers too. So important, as well as our staff and our board. Can't do it without them, that's for sure. Thank you, Trisha. Trisha, the treat diva. Thank you, Gigi. You guys know I would be drinking if I could. Okay, here's the trivia question. Whoever gets it right first is going to win this candle. Okay, it's not easy, but I've talked about it on this live broadcast, and it's actually pretty well known. Okay, trivia. So What holiday did we first meet Rue on? What holiday did we first meet Rue on for this candle? Okay, so I need, hi Natalie. I just need to know the holiday. And then I gotta mark down who wins this so I can get your address. What holiday? What holiday? By the way, I can't see if you're commenting on YouTube. I can't see that. So, okay. Well, there goes Kim. You burnt that candle out and now you get a new one. I will send that to you, Kim. Awesome. Good job. Yes, we met Rue on Easter 2015. So, at the shelter. It's meant to be. All right. I'm going to do these Blooming Culture turkey treats. Again, if you missed this before, go to bloomingculture.com. Use code LiveLikeRue20. She gives you a discount on there. These turkey treats are amazing. My dog Steve loves them. I use them when we go to events. I sometimes will take a pack, and then people are like, "Oh, where do I get those?" All right. So for the turkey treats, Kim, you're no longer eligible, Kim. So please, Kim, you do this too. Don't do this, Kim. Do not answer this one because Kim is like a Live Like Rue savant. You should know. All right. This is also one that might be tricky. I did not mention it today, but it's interesting. So what was Rue's name at Chicago Animal Care and Control? So he came in as an owner surrender and he had a certain name. So I want to know the name of Rue, and I'm going to say that you have to spell it right. But it's actually pretty hard. This one's pretty hard. You've got to really know Rue history, but you could do it. You could do it. This is for, no, not Roosevelt, not Chance. This is for the turkey treats. Kim Murray, if you do it, I'm going to give you guys a hint if nobody gets it. Okay. This is going to be a good hint too. This musical artist sings the thong song. Did I ever think I would say that on a live stream? No. No. But I did have a good karaoke with Ashley from Mutts of the Midway to that song. So if you know who sings that song, Melody gets it. Melody gets it. Sorry, it should be Melody. Look at all these coming in now. Melody wins though, and I believe that I don't know if you spelled it right, but I'm gonna give it. Because it's a tough one. I'm gonna give it to Melody. All right, so Melody, you have to send me your a mailing address, which I think I already have it, but if you can send it, that'd be amazing. All right, we got more trivia. So Melody and Cisco. Melody and Kim, you guys are no longer eligible. All right, I got a few prizes left. This is a very wanted item. It's a Live Like Rue water bottle, but if you look at it, it's like shiny. It's got like this pearl, what's that called? Some kind of pearl stuff on it. So that's coming up next. This is one also that I mentioned. It's fine, Kim. I said spelling didn't count. Oh, hi, Kevin. Kevin is shouting out the Golden Bears there. Thank you, Kevin. Kevin, I went to college with Kevin. Yeah, oh, lesson is what I was trying to say. Okay, next question. I did bring it up in this conversation. What fancy hotel did Live Like Rue stay at? Fancy hotel. Here's the shot. Bam. You'll see he has his diaper on because we did not want to jack up the furniture at this hotel, or the bed, or the couch, or anything. So what hotel? What hotel? Okay, Patty Sims Morali, you won the water bottle. Okay, Patty, can you please message me your mailing address? Okay, I got you, Patty. I'm gonna write this down. Patty Sims Morali wins. Sims Morali. I got you. All right, Patty, message me your address, please. I'll send that out to you. Not the Drake. Sorry, Lisa. Not the Marriott. Congrats, Patty. Patty wins. All right. Next one. What rescue did Live Like Rue go through to get out of the shelter? I'm going to give you this Live Like Rue cup. This is the cup that I use every day for my water. I use the water bottle at work. I use this cup at home. All right. So what rescue did Live Like Rue go through so that we could get him out of the shelter? Yes, Lisa Velez wins the cup. Good job, Lisa. One tail at a time is right. He did come out of Chicago Animal Care and Control, but the actual shelter that got him out, Cheryl, was one tail at a time. So it could have been a trick question. Cheryl, if you want a cup, message me. I will get you one too, Cheryl. If I worded that weird, I will get you a cup, Cheryl. Message me your address. Lisa, you got to message me on Facebook your address, please. All right. Good job, Hot Mess Express. He could have been on the Hot Mess Express. All right. I'm gonna do one more. I got one more. Okay. I'm gonna take the first two to answer this one. Okay. This for Live Like Rue bandana. Very popular. Thank you, Liberation Press. Sorry, I think I had it turned the wrong way. All right, next question. The first two people to answer this one right, you'll get a bandana. All right. What was our first logo? What did our first logo look like? Not the Pet Your Shirt logo, which was actually our very, very first kind of logo that we had, that Marie from Pet Your Shirt helped us with. But what was our very first logo? What did it look like? That's the question. Gigi. Uh-oh, I should be quiet. Because somebody else gets somewhere. Yeah, Cheryl gets that. All right. Bandana to Cheryl and Gigi. I marked it down. Gotta message me your address to get that. And here is the logo. Very first logo. Oh, ice cream cone. That's why the ice cream social is such a big deal. When Rue was near the end of his life, that's all he would eat is McDonald's soft serve ice cream. And that is why, you still have the sticker. That's awesome. Gigi, you're the best cheerleader. Yeah, so that's all Rue would eat. And that's why we put McDonald's gift cards in the care packages so that people can get their animals ice cream. Or burger or whatever you want. But yeah, that's all he would eat near the end. And that's why we make our ice cream social such a big deal. So please, if you're watching, I've posted this a few times now. We're having an ice cream social, but we're making it bigger and better than ever. So the last few years, I've had to take ice cream to people's houses. People have come and picked up dog ice cream, and we haven't been able to do like our ice cream socials. So this year we're making it bigger and better than ever. So if you are in a state, well, all of you are in a state. If you're in a town where there's an ice cream shop, maybe that would partner with you where you could do your own little ice cream social. Our board member, Joe, had this idea of just kind of making this like almost like a viral event, which it has been before. We've had people check in from every single state in America, which was remarkable. We had people sharing it to say, hey, can you go get ice cream in Wisconsin? Although that one I think was one of the first that was done. But what I'm looking for is little ambassadors in every little town. I mean, it doesn't have to be a big city like Chicago or New York or Pennsylvania. It can be, a smaller town where you have an ice cream shop. And I'm not asking for the shop to give money back. I'm just asking for the exposure and for people to be able to, have this ice cream social, at the ice cream shop. I mean, you could do that probably without asking them, but it would be nice. And then what I can do is I can send you a little event kit that will include a banner of all our sponsors. And right now we have almost $1,000 in sponsors. Actually, we have almost $2,000 in sponsors because somebody sponsored $1,000. And then I'll have things that you can give away. I would like you to take pictures and video, and then I'll create an event page on our Facebook event page, where you can also invite people in your community. So we're trying to make this event bigger and better than we ever have. And that's kind of the goal. It's not a heavy lift. I send you everything you need. You simply have to ask, the ice cream shop, or if you want to do it at a park, be careful with permits. But it's just to gather and to celebrate Live Like Rue, and to tell people what we're all about, and why we're doing this. So again, not a heavy lift. If you would like to do that, would like to be a Live Like Rue ice cream social ambassador, you can email me like this, and basically what I'll get is your address, and I'll have your email because you'll have emailed me, but I will then contact you about kind of the instructions for the day. Again, if I see like a big list of instructions, I freak out immediately. I'm like, I can't handle this. But I want you guys to know this is not for you to try to raise $500. It's for us to be out in the community and say, here's what we do. And if you know anybody that has an animal with cancer, like these are the people that can help you. Even better if the ice cream shop says, hey, we're going to give 10% to Live Like Rue that day, or we're going to make pop cups that will sell for $1. You'll get half of that, like even better. But I want you to know there's no pressure to like raise a certain amount of money. We've already raised a big chunk of money just with the sponsorship that then will be on a banner in all of these towns. And again, it doesn't have to be like a big ice cream social. So don't think of it like that. It's on June 4th. Sorry about that. It's on June 4th. So you can do it at any time. It doesn't have to be, 12 to 3 or anything. But please know, I'm not trying to make it like a huge deal, like we have to raise all this money. It's more for Live Like Rue and getting us out in the community in all of these smaller markets, smaller towns, smaller cities. So, oh, cheeseburger. I love it. Yeah. So please, if you are, no matter where you live, please know, like, we want you. I want to send you an event kit. We also have t-shirt. I have Live Like Rue t-shirts that every ambassador will get for that day, that has the ice cream social logo on it, which is like a Rue ice cream cone, and then all this other stuff, ice cream novelty type things around it. So, oh, cool, Kim, that's awesome. I love the brewery idea. Yeah. So anyway, thank you so much. I really appreciate all of you. I know. That's awesome. I know that especially during the pandemic and even now, funds are tight. But even if you can share our story, like I just said with the ice cream social, I really appreciate it. Or the $6 for 6 years. Again, we're doing great already with all of that. So again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys. The only reason that Live Like Rue Foundation has lasted 6 years is because of all of you. And my staff and my board and everybody that volunteers. So please know, it's never about me. It's about all of you and this community. I'm not going to cry. But that's what we are. So I'm so proud and I'm so thankful. And that's really what I want you guys to know. Let's keep the train going. Okay. Let's keep the train going. Come to our events. We have a lot of things planned. We're going to keep them safe. We have the dog prom May 20th. So if you can make that, that's awesome. We've got some great food and some alcohol, and Tito's will be there, of course, wine and beer, everything you want. Dog friendly. There'll be a dog treat bar. We also have a bake off on April 10th where you can enter your cookie, cake, pie, or dog treats to be judged and to possibly secure a grand prize as the Bake Off winner, which is pretty awesome. Or you can just show up and taste them and judge everybody, which that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to taste all the desserts. I'm going to judge everybody else. And then that event is dog friendly and open bar. April 10th, go to our events tab and sign up. It's only $30 actually to get in that for open bar desserts for 3 hours. I'm in. Thank you guys. I love you so much. Please, keep sharing us, donate when you can, and please know how much we all appreciate it, because it just means that we can help more people going through a really tough time. All right, I gotta go to work. Take care, guys. Bye.